Okay, let me put this here. So, well, welcome to today's webinar. Welcome to the Fifth Dimensional Academy of Higher Consciousness. Broadcasting today from Los Angeles, August 5th, 2017. Huh?
September 5th.
I'm sorry, September 5th. 2017. So, earlier we were talking, before we started to record, we are talking about the world events. And there's some strong natural stuff happening here in California. We had this microburst, like a mini tornado happen in Santa Barbara on, I think it was on a holiday weekend, which came and tore up a bunch of trees. Shishi, you may want to mute everybody. And then we have this flooding in Houston that Holmes videotapes on it on YouTube, and a lot of the homes are under the water. People lost everything. Many people lost their homes, their belongings. People died. Also, I hear that in Bangladesh and where else?
Nepal.
And Nepal, there's been major disasters.
141,000.
Yeah, 141,000 people been affected. And so a lot of things are happening right now. Also, I walked into the coffee shop around the corner where I live to get my morning espresso, and one of the guys who's making coffee, we know each other, we always chat, and he said, have you heard about the world news? And I said, you mean, the weather stuff? And he says, no, I'm talking about world news. I go, well, what is the world news? And he says, about North Korea. Have you heard about North Korea with the nuclear bomb and blah, blah, blah? All that stuff. And so I said, yeah, I heard about it, What about it? Oh, it's pretty serious. I go, well, it depends how you look at it. It's pretty serious or it's a joke. And then it's ironic because last night I go have dinner with my mom, and halfway through having dinner, my mom starts to cry. I go, Mom, why are you crying? Oh, my son, everything is the world's gonna end. I go, what's going on, Mom? And she says, yeah, this crazy guy in North Korea, he may just drop a nuclear bomb and the world will just be destroyed. I go, Mom, what are you talking about? First of all, dropping a nuclear bomb is not depending on one person. So one person, the head of one country, cannot decide to do that. It's a whole council that has to decide on it. And doing something like this is going to have a very major effect on the entire planet. So you mess around with the ecosystem of the planet with something like this, that effect is going to be around for the next 50, 60 years. And it's not one person's decision. Old days, let's say 100, 200 years ago, that maybe the head of a nation wanted to invade another country and people would follow him, but those days are long gone. It's not that way any longer. So you don't need to worry yourself about nuclear attacks. This is all a show. It's circus. It's entertainment for the public. It's brainwashing. And also it's to create fear and anxiety. And fear and anxiety takes you to separation. you will come to this place of being separated from existence and others. And that's exactly the purpose of this circus, is to create the illusion that you are separated, and by taking you into fear and anxiety. So, my dear sisters, brothers, you do not need to worry about anything like this. Just you simply come back. When you hear these stories of all this stuff, you just come back into your meditation. You come back to your own center. And you make that your practice, as we have spoken about it time and time, and this is what we do by recognizing this place and focusing on this place, and your mind becomes quiet and nothing is happening. Everything disappears, and inner peace comes back and love comes back. As easy as that. Because what else can you do? Can you do something different? I mean, is this going to help you if you worry? Would it help world events? Can you change the world events? Can you stop the ecosystem? Can you stop the hurricanes, the earthquakes? Do you have the power to manipulate these things? Can you do it? If you can, go ahead and do it. We'll all be very grateful to you. But you can't. So, what you can do is you can come back to your inner center and come to meditation and quietness and peace, and that would affect your surrounding. And you will be affecting the people around you to also come back to peace and tranquility. So we do what we can do, and we leave the rest to the Creator, that which has created everything, and that which is in control of hurricanes, that which is in control of planet Earth, of earthquakes, of the storms, of the flooding, of every event that is happening. There's a power behind it, and that power knows what it's doing. We leave things to that power. Just like that. Fear will take your power away. And it makes you forget who you are. And when you come back into your power, you become quiet. You become meditative. You come back to your center. And you remember who you are. You're back into your power. And there is no fear. Fear disappears. And if fear arises, it's visible, because you see an emotion is arising like a wave, and that is going to fall back into the ocean. And it's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with fear, because it's an emotion that comes and goes. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing wrong with anger. It comes and goes. All of them come and go. You're simply aware of their passage. That's it. but then they have no power over you. You experience it and then they go. So don't go into this story in the news and get involved with it, because it's a trap to get you out of your heart into trouble. Okay, I have a question here. I'll get back to this question after our meditation, and then we go on. Okie dokie. So, let's see. Let's start doing this. Somehow I'm trying to do Facebook Live, but I don't connect. So I don't know why I'm not connecting. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome anyone who's new on our to our academy. What we're going to do is we're going to do a few simple meditations, and whether you've been with me or not, it doesn't matter. We're just active meditations. They're very effective because what it does is it helps you flush your mind and get rid of the stuff, the clouds. And that's what is going on. We got thinking mind, and it's like thick cloud of thoughts are separating us from our vision. So we can't really touch and see who we are. And once we're able to remove these, then we begin to see who we are. And who we are is not what you think, what we think of this person, this body only. That's not the only thing I am. I'm beyond this. This is a part of it, but it's not it. You are a lot bigger and more majestic than what you think you are. You're not small, you're not limited, and you're not helpless. You're beyond that. So when we are able to quiet our minds and go back into our center, then we get a very good glimpse of who we are and we touch ourselves. And this is what we're going to do. So, thinking about what meditation to do, what works really well for us today with regards of where we're at. Any suggestions? No? Okay. Right. Okie dokie. So why don't we do a grounding meditation? So we're going to stand up, okay? If you can, if you have the ability to stand up, we're going to be standing up. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to push my screen down so you can see me. First thing we're going to do is imagine, first of all, just get grounded to the earth. Just go up and down a little bit. Use your knees and just feel your feet and feel your connection of your feet with the earth, with the floor. Feel your connection, okay? Now imagine from your root chakra, from here, you have grown roots, and your roots go deep into the planet Earth. So now you can just, it's like your big, thick tree. You're this big tree, and you're connected to the planet, and nothing can really shake you. And now you take a deep breath in, and you're bringing the green energy from planet Earth. You're bringing energy to through your roots. The energy comes, or you can visualize light is coming through you, and it's going through your body, connecting all your chakras to each other. You only visualize this once or twice. You don't need to worry about visualizing it all the time. So just set it up. You breathe in, energy comes, and it goes through you, and it goes up. You're breathing it in, and it goes up. So again, you breathe in, and you breathe out. Here, I'm going to push this up. Sorry. You breathe in, and you breathe out. Goes up. So for now, you can use your hands, and you go down, you breathe in, and you breathe out. And one more time, you do it. You breathe in, and you breathe out. And the air and light is coming through your roots, through your feet, comes within, and it just goes straight up. And it goes in a form of a spiral, this energy, this green, powerful, healing energy that is traveling through you. So do it again. One more time. One more time. Now, as you're standing, you don't need to use your hands anymore. Just gently go up and down. And now I would like it to make this noise like it's a generator. It's like an air conditioning or a heater. It's turned on. Or it's the blow dryer. You're blow drying your hair. The sound of it. So this is. So you're going up and down. You go up and down, up and down, up and down. Keep doing it. Keep breathing in. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands up and put your hands on your heart. I would like you to, as you're breathing in, breathe in and out and just see this green light, energy light is spiraling and going through your body and going through your crown chakra, and it goes to the space. And as you have your hands on your heart, you're seeing this column of light going through you. Strong, powerful column of light, energy, light coming through the planet coming through your body, spiraling, going through your crown chakra and going to cosmos, and you're just breathing it in and out. And you're seeing that. Your attention is on your center. You're looking from within, and you see a column of light running through you, and your attention is on your center. And as you are just calmly standing here, seeing the light, connecting to the light, becoming the light, I want you to visualize that your heart chakra, your chest plate, everything energetically opening up. And you're seeing light as this is opening up. You're seeing light pouring out of your heart. And you have become a major artery of channeling divine light through your heart. Divine light is pouring through you. And as you open your hands, you're opening these gates. And this light is purifying yourself in cellular memory. And this light and love is pouring towards all disaster areas in the world. You're directing your light, you're becoming a channel of light to all of our brothers and sisters and animal kingdom and vegetable kingdom everywhere that they're suffering. And this light is going towards everyone for healing and support and compassion. As you're healing yourself, you're healing everyone. That everyone is a part of yourself. That in fact, there is no separation. And this healing energy goes to the leaders of these countries who are talking about nuclear bombs or whatever. It's going to them too. We're holding them in light and love so they can also realize that they're part of the oneness. They can realize that there is no enemy or others, regardless how we look, our ideologies, our religions, our skin color, our backgrounds, our languages, but we're all the children of God, and we're all protected by God. And the living spirit runs through all of us. And it's all love. Now you can repeat after me. I now allow myself to be a channel of divine love.
I now allow myself to be a channel of divine love.
I now allow myself to be a channel of divine love.
I now allow myself to be a channel of divine love.
I now allow myself to be in service of divine love.
I now allow myself to be in service to divine love.
As you have your eyes closed, your attention is on your own center. And you can see light. Your image of who you think you are disappears, and all you see is light and love. Your heart is open, and love and light is channeling through your being. And you are connected to every being, everything in existence. There is no separation. Separation is an illusion. You're back in your heart. You're back in love. And you're back in your power. You're just in your center. And if any thoughts pass through your mind, it's okay. Let them be and don't try to manipulate them. Allow the thoughts to pass through. You're simply here. You have gone beyond the limitations of a physical body, and you've become one with everything. And you can see within that this light has taken over your body, your home, your environment. It's just pure light. Pure light, pure love. Put your hands back on your heart and repeat after me. I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I forgive everybody
I forgive everybody.
because I'm love.
Because I'm love.
Because I'm light.
Because I'm light.
Because I'm God.
Because I'm God.
That's why I love myself.
That's why I love myself.
And I forgive myself.
And I forgive myself.
I say yes to love.
I say yes to love.
Yes to love.
Yes to love.
Yes.
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 Yes. You can gently come back to your seats. Come back to your center. Stay in your meditation. You're just in your center. You're here in this moment. You are here in your own center. And doesn't matter what you're thinking, your thoughts may come and go. Don't worry about them. But stay in this place and feel this. And you can even feel it with your hands. The presence. You may want to bring your hands close to your heart and just see if you feel an energy field. See if you feel the presence, the being around you right now. This energy field around you, the presence. You're quiet, you're here, you're in your heart, and you're feeling the love, the divine love. You're feeling yourself. All is well. Just you can repeat that to yourself, that all is well. Go ahead, Shishi.
All is well.
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 All is in divine's hands.
All is in divine's hands.
The Grand Spirit takes care of everything.
The Grand Spirit takes care of everything.
All is well.
All is well.
There is no room here for fear.
There is no room here for fear.
Love is everything.
Love is everything.
I am love.
I am love.
And love is here.
And love is here.
And love is my power.
And love is my power.
slowly come back. Back here. We do some simple meditations, and very easily, very quickly, we come back into our own center. We do some love affirmations, and we remember our true origin of who we are. We come back here. And suddenly, all the noise and craziness in our lives and in the world, the cloud goes away and disappears. And in that disappearance, it opens up, and then you begin to see yourself. You look through the sky, you see the blue sky, you see the sun, you see the light. And I use that as a metaphor that you begin to see yourself. You're the shiny, shining light. And you remember who you are again. You come back into your center. Meditation is the system. It's a practice to help us come back home, coming back home to here, to this place. And in coming back home to yourself, tranquility, balance, calmness, peace returns. You come back to peace. You become quiet. You come back to this place. And it's like, aha, I see. You remember. But then the mind comes. You go back into the world of the duality, the Maya. Maya in Sanskrit, the illusion. You go back into the world and craziness happens. You get caught into it again. And it's crazy, and this is happening in our busy lives, and you have to be here, and you have to be there, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you have your work, you have your school, you have your family, you have your relationships, and dramas, and health issues, or good things, or bad things, whatever. You get caught into the life. And then you do your practice, you do your meditation, and you come back again into this stillness and silence. You come back into this place again, and everything becomes quiet again. Because the mind, your attention is going inwards. Rather than putting our attention in the other world, we're taking a few moments. We're taking half an hour, 1 hour, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. That in this period of time, we're consciously taking our attention, instead of putting it on the other world, we have brought our attention to the inner world. We are focusing our attention on our true self. So by bringing your attention to yourself, you rediscover the love, the calmness, the peace within yourself again. And by discovering this, all of a sudden, the other world problems, your issues, your challenges, everything disappears. They're not there anymore. I mean, they are there, but they're not affecting you because you have come back to home, to peace, to love. You're reconnecting with yourself. And when you reconnect with yourself, you have come back to your own treasure. Because you are the very source, your very being, your existence is the very source of love and peace. That's who we really are. And we remember who we are again, remembering who we are. Peace, tranquility, balance, love is who you really are. That is your name. That is your last name. That is your nationality. That is your race. That is your religion. That's who you are. Not Jane Anderson from Kansas City or Norway, Christian, Jewish. No, those are false name, false identity. Those are not true. Your name is love. Your last name is peace. Your origin is spirit. You come from land of light. And we recognize that only when we are becoming quiet and we meditate. We come back to our origin. And everything comes down. Like now. Everything becomes quiet. You come back home. You remember who you are again. And then we go out there, and it's crazy. Your attention goes on the other world, and it's chaotic. And it's okay. Don't beat yourself up because you went in the other world and everything got crazy. You don't need to beat yourself up. You just come back. You bring your attention back inwards again and again and again until it's really registered that this is who you are and that's who you think you are. And then you settle into yourself and you never forget yourself. It's not difficult. It takes a little bit of time to unclutch from an old conditioning, because that's what civilization, our schooling has done to us. Hypnotizing us, programming us into something we are not. So now we are unclutching. We're reversing. We're undoing what's been done to us. And the more you undo it, the more you find tranquility, peace. So that's what we do. And you get better and better at it. You know why you get better and better at it? Because it feels good. Because it's true. You cut through the illusion. All these ideas that we have. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not worthy. I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve to be appreciated. I don't deserve to find my soulmate. I don't deserve to do the work I really want to do. These are all ideas, thoughts, implemented in our minds from childhood. Seeds that's been put in there. And they started to grow. And we're not even aware of it. That in very, very early age, these seeds been planted in our minds. And now we're living a life, our lives, based on these thoughts, these seeds that's been planted. And then, we get rejected in life, we fail, and things start to reinforce these seeds that have been planted in our psyche. And then we believe them. We start to believe that they're true, and that's who we are. And then we build a life on it. But they're not true. It was never true. It was always an illusion. It was always a lie. And as you go deeper and deeper in meditation, deeper within yourself, you begin to see and notice that most of the things you thought were real and true in this life, they're not real and they're not true. They're all lies. That you lived a life built on lies. The deeper you go inside yourself, the deeper you go in the truth of yourself, because you're searching, you're looking, your attention has turned inwards. You're starting to look for you. Before, you had an image, an idea of you. You have an idea of you, which is constructed into the world of thoughts, that this is who you are. And you're brainwashed, and this is your idea. But then, existence, the inner guru, your inner teacher, your higher self, comes and fishes you out, pulls you out of the swimming pool, pulls you out of the ocean, pulls you out of the Maya, and it's pulling you. And what it's doing is bringing you back, bringing your attention back to yourself again, so you can see yourself. You can recognize yourself again. And as you're coming back to yourself, you turn, you're going that direction. Now you're coming back this direction. You're going inward. As you're going inward, you're starting to see peace, quietness. You're starting to feel love. The real love. You're feeling it. All of our lives, your entire life, you thought love, it has to come from someone else. You meet a man, you meet a woman, and you fall in love. Your mother, your father, your friend gives you love. Your dog, your horse gives you love. All of your life you thought that. And that's a big lie. It's pure lie. It never existed. Because it wasn't coming from anybody else. You felt it inside yourself. It wasn't the boy, but the man that you met that gave you love. And you felt, oh my God, I'm so much in love. No, you got a glimpse of you. The other person is a mirror. A mirror, you're looking in a mirror, and is reflecting, the mirror is reflecting back to you. You pick up a mirror and look at a mirror. After we're done here, I want you to go to your bathroom and look in the mirror, or pick up a mirror and look at yourself. Do you ever pick up a mirror and pick up your hair or your eyebrow fixing things, ladies? You do that? Okay. You get your mirror and you're looking at yourself. You're looking at yourself. The partner you meet, somebody you meet that you really like, and you feel these feelings for them, it's not that them you're feeling these feelings for. You're feeling these feelings for yourself. It's yourself that you're feeling for. They're only mirroring it to you. You are experiencing your own self, the divine self, the love which is already present within you. Comprende? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, no, I will explain it again. Thank you for nodding your head. Yes, there is human love. You get love from your parents, from your friends, from your whatever. I'm not saying that that doesn't exist. I'm saying that this whole notion, this idea, this brainwash, this conditioning that we went through in this life from childhood, being conditioned, that love, the Cinderella story, the fairy tale that this poor girl, Cinderella, is going to meet the prince. And the prince is going to take her, and he's going to love her, and they're going to be in love with each other forever. Or all these movies you're seeing at the end, the boy and the girl, they find each other. They found the love. It's not true. It's a fairy tale story. It's not true. It's bullshit. And you're just saying, what do you mean? It's not true. It's Disneyland. It's illusion. It's Hollywood. Because if you project it on the boy, you met the boy, and I found him, and then he changes his mind after a year or two or three, and he wants to go with somebody else or do something else, then what happens to you? You are heartbroken. You start to crash. You're destroyed. Your life is destroyed because you're heartbroken, because you invested your being on one other person, and your investment went down the tube. You lost your investment, then you lost your livelihood, and you're deeply heartbroken. You're depressed. You become alcoholic. You become drug addict. You commit suicide. You gain weight. You lost your life because he left you. Love, you lost love. It wasn't out there. I will not do you service if I tell you it's there. I would be doing you disservice. It's not there. It's here. You cannot lose it, ever. Because nobody has given it to you. It's yours. You were born with it. It comes with you. It's built in. It's not something you get. It's something you were born with it. It's your true inheritance. You were born a queen. You were born a prince, a king. It's not something someone gave it to you. You were born with it. You were born a healer. You were born with talents. You were born with beauty. When you were born with all of these qualities of peace and love and tranquility. All of it came with you. You just forgot, or you got conditioned not to know it. The white children, the white kids, don't think of the black kids of inferior. They don't know prejudice. They don't know slavery. They get conditioned to it. There's no prejudice kids who were born, or Muslim kids or Jewish kids. They don't know the difference. You put them in a kindergarten, they're all going to play with each other, or with Asian kids. There's no prejudice. They get conditioned to become prejudiced. They don't know any of these things. They just play with each other and have fun. The boys, the girls, we condition them. We break through them. We make him murderer. We make him Adolf Hitler. We make him Donald Trump. We make him tyrants. We make him torturer. We condition them. They're not born like that. They just play with each other. They love each other. They have fun. Maybe some of them don't resonate with each other, fine. But it's not because they're white or black or Jew or Muslim. They just have fun with each other. So you weren't born unloved. Love came with you. You just weren't taught from day one where to find it. You have the wrong conditioning. They brainwashed you from day first that love is coming from daddy and mommy. Love is coming, acceptance is coming from accomplishments. You have to go and accomplish something that society approves, then you get love. If you get good grades, we love you. You succeeded in school, we put you up. If you are a good football player and you made a goal and your team won, we're going to put you up. We give you the trophy girl. We're going to give you the most beautiful girl in school, and we give her to you because you're good. Now you get acceptance. Now you go self-worth. You get validated. Nobody comes to tell the loser, the team that lost, Good job. You tried. They get put down. So we get conditioned that we have to do something that society is going to approve. My parents going to approve, and then I get love and acceptance from them. Because me by myself is not good enough. I am by myself, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I have to go make a lot of money to be worthy. I have to become an actor in Hollywood to be worthy. I have to go become an astronaut. I have to be a very good soldier to kill a lot of people. Then my country will love me for killing a lot of people. And I will get a medal. Then I'm worthy. This is the false conditioning that it has happened to us. It's happening to us right now. False conditioning, being brainwashed. And we need to become aware of that. And we become aware of that through the right guidance and through meditation. When we go into meditation, we become quiet. We come in touch with ourselves again. We start to feel this again within here. And you start to see you're complete. You start to feel the love. Oh my God, I feel so blissed out. Zarathustra, I feel so much love. Wow, this is so great. Yes, it is. But not because Zarathustra gave it to you. Don't make a mistake here either. I'm not giving this to you. I'm just helping you to feel yourself. This is you. You are feeling the presence of love, which is yours. So recognize it. The more you recognize it, the more you sit with it, the more you can feel it throughout your daily life. You can feel the bliss. There are bubbles of bliss coming. There are so many moments in my day, ordinary day, that all of a sudden there's just these bubbles and I start laughing. I just start laughing. It's not like overwhelming blissed out of, so I cannot function and do my life, but I start laughing, I joke, I make fun of myself, I make fun of something, I joke around, I have fun, I don't know. Nothing happened. I didn't get a phone call from the girl, tells me, hey, I love you. I didn't get a check for $100,000. I'm just driving my car and I start laughing and having fun. Because this is here. It's not depending on something. It's just here. It's myself. It's yourself. It's the divine self. It's your inheritance. Okay? I want you to, one moment, close your eyes and see this for yourself. It's your inheritance. You inherited this. Okay? You know what inheritance is? Is when your family passes and they give you this house, jewelry, money, cars, whatever you inherit. You inherited this when you were born. You came with it. You came with love in your heart and being complete. You came to this planet being whole, being complete. You didn't come to the planet incomplete. You came complete. So I want you to go to this place and feel the presence, this love within yourself. Acknowledge it, and I want you to tell yourself, this is my inheritance. This is mine. And it can never be taken away from you. Never. Love is your very true nature. Kindness, peace is your true nature. This is who you are. And this cannot be taken away from you. Not by a man or a woman. And if you have to sit in meditation every day to feel it, till you really get it, then you do that. Then that's a small price to pay. To sit, take time off every day and sit and feel yourself. What else would you care to do? What better thing do you have to do? If you can take your time every day and dive into ecstasy, bliss, orgasm of yourself, feeling the love of yourself, the self, God here in your heart, what else would you prefer to do? Is there anything else better than this? Because this is always here, and it's unconditional, and it has no hangovers. And you can't lose it. Yeah, you can feel great. You can drink alcohol and you feel good. But then you have to deal with it. You can do drugs and feel good. We can have sex and feel good. It's great. Nothing's wrong with it. But you need someone else for it. And it comes and goes. And it has consequences. But this doesn't need anything. You don't have to do anything. It's here. And it's here all the time. And it's free. And it's yourself. Why don't they teach us this from day first? Why do I have to spend money for it? Why do I have to go find someone else to get it? Why don't we cultivate this from the beginning? It's very simple. It's like air. You're breathing air. You have to spend money to breathe air. I know the water, our water, you have to go buy it now in some parts of the world because it's contaminated. But the air, pretty much most places you can still breathe it. It's not contaminated as much. But yourself is always here. So the more you make a conscious effort in recognizing what I'm sharing with you, the more you really work on this, recognizing one thing, I have been conditioned, I've been brainwashed to think I'm not good enough, and I'm not worthy, and I'm not loved. You recognize that first, that this is a conditioning has happened to you. So now you're taking responsibility. Wait a minute. Okay, this is the wrong programming they put into me. And I suffer from that. Now you recognize it. Then you start to do what? You start to see that's not true. Okay, let's pull it away. I want to see myself. And you look. How do you see yourself? Is you're quiet, you're calm, you come to peace, you meditate, and then you show up, the real you. And it's love. And you feel the love here. And you meet yourself every day. You can do it anytime, anywhere, at any moment. I was in Sedona, Arizona last week, went back to my power place 10 days ago to see my old home. And I met a couple of my friends, and one of my girlfriends was saying, yeah, I need to be in Sedona because only in Sedona I feel peace. I can't come to LA. What about you, Zarathustra? I go, it doesn't matter where I go. I can be in downtown LA in the worst traffic ever, and I feel the presence here. Because the presence is not conditional. I don't feel the love and the presence of God, the Spirit, because I'm in Sedona or I'm in a beautiful place in Hawaii. I feel it anywhere I am. It's always here. Where else could it be? Its location is here in my heart. And wherever I go, it's with me. So how can I ever lose it anywhere I am? So what we want to do is we want to recognize that. It's the recognition of it that is not conditioned to a place. It's not conditioned to the teacher. It's not conditioned to your boyfriend or girlfriend or your lover or husband. It's within yourself. And the more you notice it, the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. And since it's your true nature, it's a very easy practice. It's effortless because it feels good. You naturally want to do what feels good. Nobody wants to do something that doesn't feel good. Like going to a shitty job that you hate. Sitting in a very uncomfortable position in a car. You don't do it. You don't want to do it. You do something that you really enjoy and like. So this is that. It's not a chore. Oh my God, I need to do meditation because I'm going to feel love. Oh, it's tough work. It's like eating chocolate. Good chocolate. Oh my God, I have to eat good chocolate. No kidding. You eat it because it's yummy. Yeah? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Let me hear you. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So let's see if we have any questions here. Yeah. We unmuted everybody. If you have a question, do you want to ask me anything? Pia, are you still around? Are you here? Or you left? Pia asked if she's still here. So let me see. Let me find. She's not here? Okay, Pia, we'll answer your question next time you come back. So what? Anybody has a question, you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you. No? No question? Well, Okay, we have about 12 minutes left. The news, the world, the stories of the world, the stories of your family, your own dramas, your challenges, the nature of the world is to pull you. You're in your own center. It's to pull you out of the center. It's to pull you out into the drama. There is going to be drama all the time in your life, in the news, in the history, politics, economy. There's going to be ups and downs all the time. Something always is going to happen or go wrong or whatever. But the Buddha, the Master, Ramana Maharishi, Lao Tzu, Shiva, Krishna, whomever you like, they are in their center. They have found their center. An event is happening, yes, they looking at it, they're noticing it, they feel the effect, but they don't go out of their center. They don't bend into it. They don't get identified. They don't come outside of themselves because they've recognized themselves. So they don't get identified with the story. The story is happening. Yes, I understand there's all kinds of natural disasters happening. People are suffering and we feel it and we have compassion with our brothers and sisters. But we don't get identified with the story. There is a crisis of North Korea and blah, blah, blah happening. There's a threat of nuclear bomb, da, 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 da. But you don't get identified with the story. Because once you get identified, you're like, oh my God, the world is gonna end. And you get identified with it, then you start to suffer. You're suffering. But if you stay in your center and not get identified with the story, so you're in your center, you're the Buddha. Now you're emanating love, silence, peace to your surrounding. Somebody here has to be centered. If everybody gets identified with the world, who's going to be anchoring people into peace and tranquility? When you're an adult, the kids starting to get into fights with each other, or let's say something happened, there's fire in your house, everyone starts panicking and running to the door, but there is one person who's calm and quiet in the midst of the chaos. Then that person is able to gather everyone and direct them to safety. Because when you're acting out of panic, you're going to bang your head against the wall, you're going to trip over something and cut yourself, you're going to run into the glass and get blind. But when you calm, quiet, centered, you can make intelligent decisions and act accordingly. We're not speaking about centeredness means that you are numb and you don't care about the world or other people. We're not talking about that, being numb and indifferent. We have done that in our lives by numbing ourselves and being indifferent. We have all done that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about recognizing your own center and staying in your center and not be reactive, but proactive, not reacting all the time. Recognizing your own center and staying still in stillness. Things are happening, events come and go, but you're very still and calm, collected, and in peace. And acting from that place. That is the mastery. You may have to work on it for a long time, but it's okay. Even if you have to work on it for years, you will be challenged every day by life to master this. And the sooner you recognize it and master it, the less you suffer, because you're not identified with the false illusion, with the false world. You don't get identified with it, because you know what's real and what's not real. And you stay in your heart. You stay in this place. You recognize love. And this love is what transforms the world. This love is what heals yourself, heals your body, heals your emotions, heals your people around you. It's the power of love that does it. But not romantic love. Not that love that you've been told. That love is conditional and normally leads to suffering, normally leads to disappointment. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about this one. And operating from here, you are the most powerful healer on the planet, because healing comes from love. But first you have to recognize it within yourself and get anchored in it. And then without trying to do anything, this radiates to other people around you without even trying to do anything. And that's how you serve yourself, your family, and humanity. Not through being chaotic and being identified to the story. There's millions of people like that in very easily you can manipulate them to go to war, easily can manipulate them to go kill their neighbors. You can manipulate them to being anger and rage and everything. We don't want that. We want Buddhas. We want Christ. We want Moses. We want Krishnas. We want masters. And we're working on that, recognizing the master within ourselves. That's what we work on. And that's what this world needs. Today, more than ever. And you are that. And that's your role. That's why you are here, we're together, and we talk about this. Mastery. But we work on ourselves first by recognizing it here. Then it's very easy to spread it. Because you become a living example. You don't have to do anything. You are centered. Your action, your speech, your thoughts, everything comes from being centered instead of chaos. Oh my God. You're just acting from that place. And then you're attractive. It doesn't matter what you look like. You become attractive. People want to be with you because you're complete. You're not needy. There's nothing uglier than a needy person. Someone who's needy. And you all have seen that. You have friends, family who are needy, and you don't want to be around them. They suck your energy. They make you tired. They're always in a drama. They always need to be rescued. They're always the victim. They're always being betrayed. Nobody loves them. Everybody turns their back to them. They're always trying, they're doing all these things for other people, but they get screwed. You know people who are like that, and you hear that story from them. And you don't want to hang out with them because they're not attractive. I don't care what they look like, but they're not attractive. And then you meet somebody who's present, they're in their center, they're not needy, they're collected, and you're attracted to them. You don't know why. You want to be around them. And we are working on that because that's what we want. We want the true beauty, the real beauty. And that's here. And you have that inside yourself. You don't need to even gain it. You have it within yourself. So we just unveil the illusion. Okay, we have a message here. Is it better with an ugly face than an ugly heart? Once your heart becomes beautiful, even your physical appearance changes because it's the auric field around you. First of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, but yeah, I mean, in reality, there are attractive looking people and there are unattractive looking people on the planet. That's a part of the duality. But when someone's heart is open and beautiful, it doesn't matter what they look like outside. So yes, Rosalie, I would say yes. It's better to have a beautiful heart than a beautiful face. If I have to choose between the two, I'll choose the heart. Huh? 11:31. Well, thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to be with you again. Our next academy is going to be next Tuesday. Is that correct?
Yes.
Next Tuesday? Next Tuesday. Huh?
The 12th.
Yeah, Tuesday the 12th. There's nothing going on, huh? I don't have any interviews or anything? No? Okay. Next Tuesday, September 12th, we're going to do our next academy. I do have a couple radio interviews coming. One of them is going to be this coming Thursday. We will be announcing them both on my website and on Facebook pages. This coming Thursday, and also is that on Monday on the 11th. So I don't know if your time works. You can listen to it if you feel like it. Otherwise, we will record them and we will we'll broadcast them, or we make them not broadcast them. We make them available for later on date. I don't think there's anyone here from the US listening to me, but we are going to cancel my upcoming group healing events in Los Angeles and Irvine, and we're going to postpone them to a later date. And just the reason for that is simply we're not ready. So, and that's what's going on. But I think most of you, you're listening to me from Scandinavia, so it doesn't matter. That information is not applicable. Good seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you next week. God bless you.